2nd and 9 now. Completes it to Aguilar. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Screen. Watch the screen.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Yeah, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the Lions, first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second and one. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Watch twist.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson going long here for Wallace. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm going to come back to you. Mike 40, Mike 40. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Go, go. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. Jim, match box.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Put it to him, Jet. Follow. Ship. Put it to him. Jet. Follow.
2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He completes this to Sutton. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Again, 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
switch gears, switch gears.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson now going long here for Wallace. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into that.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Flushed out, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Let's go, let's go. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Mike, watch the pass. That's it. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Not today, you are. Good, good.
He'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 89 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start. It's
like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And an alley to run. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyree Jackson, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
6 yards. It's fourth down.
Now back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He'll drop to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set the tone, defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 76 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jarek McCammon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will